losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young talent from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard to cover, great moves in short areas.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
So 3rd down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Bradley Roby, the cornerback, there to make the stop. Second down following the run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding time. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now Johnson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Cardinals a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Hey. We got three. Three down.
Let's go. 3-19. On second down, Johnson. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
Three-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. That is caught at the 7. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go. Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this one through the uprights and good. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott. They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And we introduce you to these starters now, and Tavon Austin, a man who really doesn't need any introduction anymore in this league.
He did it all when he's at the University of West Virginia. Played wide receiver, slot, returned kicks, even lined up at tailback and ran for over 300 yards. All of those talents will be on display in this game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Catch here, left side, Thomas. A good pickup there, a 22.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
Prescott on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Deion Buchanan was drafted as a safety, but makes many of his plays as a linebacker in their scheme.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Tie right. Let's go.
A second down throw for Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
We got three, fellas. Let's go. Brad 38.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And the Cardinals, they tried out their dime package for 3rd down. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Single. Here we go.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott is going to find his running back. It's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board. The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Now Prescott. Austin's got it left side. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Four down. All right, here we go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Uses this stiff arm. And he's got room. A big run there by Johnson. 62 yards on the ground. He was over 100 yards a week ago, and he's well on his way once again.
Say it with me, partner. Encore. This guy's headed towards getting it done one more time.
They go to Johnson again. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's complete right around the 8. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there.
Hurry up, here we go.
Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. John Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more.
Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out.
That's what I do.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Let's go.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Play clock winding down.
Here we go.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, L.A. Tavon Austin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
So out now come the Cardinals. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll come out in the pistol. Again, it's Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, four down, four down. Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Mike 52, Mike 52.
Looking to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Double tight. Double tight. Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Single receiver, single receiver. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Can't find anyone open. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Brown, the lone receiver left.
Green 39. Check right.
He'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the two defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Double tight, double tight. Everyone's got four down. No. Check, Patriot.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. A very solid gain of 27.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. 2nd rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say, I put my defense in a bad spot. That's
Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, L.A. Tavon Austin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. I'm sure he wanted to have a huge game, wants to have a huge game as the quarterback, but really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so, and isn't it funny how the definition of balance changes for us from game to game? Sometimes it's 50-50, run it, throw it. Sometimes it's just being a balanced running team in terms of who's carrying the football.
More than one guy.
Right, multiple guys out there, and now your guy back there has to throw it. Don't have to worry about it quite as much.
And they've got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Detroit!
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Hey, we got right. We got right.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Surveying the field. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it?
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Watch 42. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Here we go.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Chandler Jones in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Here we go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One of the selling points of the in route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
4 down, 4 down.
Brown, the lone receiver left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Right side complete. That's Woods. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Dumping it off for Johnson.
Holding offense.
We got three down. Hey, fellas,
On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. Now Austin. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. More from the desert after this. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Flex round. Let's go.
A first down throw for Prescott. Austin's got it left side. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Come on, let's go.
A second down throw for Prescott. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense.
We got three, fellas. Here we go. Nine.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. Now they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on third down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
All right, now, look at 56.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA halftime report. The Cardinals are having trouble slowing down the passing game. The Rams, though, should be credited because they showed last week they can pass the ball very well. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Cardinals opening drive. Johnson's going to take it up the middle. This run caps off the drive with a score. The Cardinals land the first punch. Hit to late in the first. Austin's going to make the catch, but fumble here. Now after the fumble, Brown's going to make the catch in traffic, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. That puts them up by 2 touchdowns. Rams take it at the 49. Austin's wide open here on the catch, and this play will go for 6. Rams down by a touchdown. Cardinals with the ball midway through the second. Johnson's going to take off here, and he capped off the 9-play drive with a TD. Cardinals up by 2 touchdowns. Rams with the ball midway through the second. Austin's found on the quick pass and catch, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown, cutting the deficit to 7. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to University of Phoenix Stadium for the start of the second half.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down, but overall I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. What?
Now a handoff as they run left side. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Prescott now on second down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Come on, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Come on, let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Holding offense.
Yeah, that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Come on, let's go!
Second down, Prescott looking left side and completing it to Thomas. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams have taken the lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams defense, they make their way back out there now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 16 on the pickup. And the Cards are going to have a first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Let's go! All right, now, look at 56.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Here we go now. Green, 39.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
Brown, the lone receiver left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Cardinals defense now, they make their way back out there. Their secondary, their whole defensive unit really struggling. They've given up 3 touchdown passes. That last drive was dominant through the air against them.
They found something that was working for them on offense, and they just kept going to it, just kept throwing the football. So that means an entire overhaul on the defensive side. They need more pressure on the quarterback and obviously need tighter coverage on the receivers.
See if they can get that tighter coverage. And now here's a carry heading left. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Over the middle, he hits Austin. 11 yards for number 11.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go! White 90! White 90! Hey, Mike 20! Mike 20!
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
They come up in an offset eye. Time running out here on the play clock. Prescott down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now Prescott. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
10 yards still left on second down.
Come on, let's go.
A second down throw for Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it's third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with two hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now let's look at David Johnson. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Here's Johnson. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Austin. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
They hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. Give them 22 on that one. And the Rams are going to get a first down.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tavon Austin. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Still first down.
It's Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Tight end right. No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down.
Strong right.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. We're back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught, right side, Gresham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now let's go. Blue, landed. Blue.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll stick with the passing game as now the ball comes loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Second down following the incompletion. They'll look to throw again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
There you go now. 319. 319. Hot. Hot. Hot.
Back to throw again. Right side complete. That's Woods.
Holding offense.
Is that all you got, O? You better come home.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will close the gap down to 14. All right, so it's getting late in this one. Now, you could argue that they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but they still face a pretty uphill battle.
Yeah, even with the field goal here, it's going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns now to get back in it, and that's going to be a tall order against this defense.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if it's the game plan or if they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there? And that's run the football.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They come out here in the eye. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. And the play clock's running down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Play clock winding down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect in setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so he can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
On 1st down, Procise. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Here we go.
1st and goal from the 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they'll run it on the toss. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. 38.
And it's 3rd down and goal from the the 4. They'll run with precise. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
They'll look to throw here. Screen play, Johnson. A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back. In that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a 1st down.
Dumping it off for Johnson.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Green 39! Green 39!
Again, he'll drop the throw. Man open left side is Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw again. He's got time in the pocket. And his throw here's incomplete.
Holding offense.
Shake down, baby. Give. Try it the other side, not this side.
So a costly penalty and now a tougher 3rd down situation. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. Now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. He's got time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still second down.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They come up in an offset eye. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
It's really no surprise to see them running the ball here. They've got the lead, not much time left. They just want to keep the clock moving, and they can win it right now.
10 yards to go on 3rd.
Hey. Got three. Here we go. Man 38.
Here's Procise. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they